Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the set. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a completion to Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's another
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 7.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Keeper, it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it is caught. Sheds off the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Ready? Run! Careful. Hey, careful.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Johnston on the quick slant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
Gain of 12 yards.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Ray. Hey, go Lion. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Oronde Gadsden from 8 yards out.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Second and long. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a third and long.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
21.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 5.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
On the double.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 13 yards out.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2.
16. Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Set. What is it?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ram.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go. Crowd. Baylor tight. 59. Ready.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go play action here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adonai Mitchell, 49 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to have the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jets 23, Chargers 14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right side, he has Johnston. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Herbert now. Now they go screen. It's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They snap it to Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert off of play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set. Lion. Home the troops right. Run!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking for the outlet. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Back to throw.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hands it off out of the gun. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Jets 23, Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jason Sanders set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings him third. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Jets 38, Chargers 21. Jason Sanders.
So they'll get another
set to
shot
kick
on
off.
offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, Catholic. Go.
Here's Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Chargers 21. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass hold in by Johnston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Again, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
11 more yards.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Ram.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Jets 45. Chargers 27.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
10 yards on the pickup.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Adonai Mitchell, 47 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
27. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59. Chargers 27.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now they'll go with a reverse. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also a little consequences. This game is over. The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.